At the end of last month, I received this, slightly unexpectedly. It's my Prusa Mini that I ordered back in January, and had been on back order. I decided I ought to at least finish the projects I had ongoing before diving down the 3D printing rabbit hole, but since then I've been printing various little bits, and I've been very pleased. Now, getting a 3D printer seemed a bit of an inevitability, so I've been keeping a list of jobs or projects that would be best done with a 3D printer, and I'm starting to work through them. One of the things at the top of my list is some kitchen hooks that have been the bane of my life since we put them up. They're 3 little plastic rock climbers, and they're quite cute. They have a couple of screw holes in a hand and a leg, and they're designed to just hang on some screws. The problem I have is I'm forbidden from putting screws into the sides of my wife's kitchen cupboards, which means they've always been stuck on with sticky pads, which has been suboptimal to say the least, because the footprint available for you to stick with a sticky pad is just too small to give you the stick you need. So the solution was to 3D print some tiny plastic climbing holds for my tiny plastic climbers, and this gives me a better surface area onto which I can stick much larger sticky pads, hopefully large enough that it'll actually take the weight that it needs to and stay stuck to the wall. Bringing out the shape that they needed to be to lie flat against the wall and to lie in the same plane was a bit of a trial and error process, but I was pretty pleased with the sort of shape I was able to model. Here you can see I've trimmed off the screw and put a drop of epoxy to stop it coming undone. I've also used just the lightest bit of acetone on the joint between the blue plastic and the black hold, and that seems to have fused the two really reliably. So here we are with a much larger footprint. There's something like 32 times the surface area of sticky pad I can now get on to attach these guys to the wall. We will see whether it's enough to actually take the weight that gets put on them or not, but I'm hopeful. And here the 3 climbers are back together again for the first time in a long time. The yellow guy at the bottom hangs on 2 handholds, which seems to be a bit more forgiving because it doesn't rock side to side as you load and unload it. The blue and the red guys, which are mirrors of each other, tend to pull left and right as you pull things on and off the hooks, which puts a lot more load on the sticky pads of fixing them. Thanks for watching and stay safe.